In my last essay about the last farewell, I talked about a long list of people that have done the dance with death and who have been successful in leading death on the dance floor, and it radically changed their lives. I mean, the list of people that have done the dance, you, I'm not going to go a long list and give you the long list, but one of them was Miguel Cervantes. And Miguel Cervantes was 4 centuries ago, was involved in a battle on the Navy, and his ship was engaged with some opposing force, and he was under deck because he was sick or had some problems, and he knew that something had to be done because he could hear what was going on above. So he told his captain he wanted to fight, and he did, and got wounded and spent a good chunk of a year recovering from his wound. That event was told in a story called Don Quixote. In reality, what that was his autobiography. He was writing, Miguel Cervantes was writing about his dance with death. And he did it in an interesting way, and that is to making up a story about this old man by the name of Don Quixote. But that story is basically just about him. Miguel Cervantes was Don Quixote. You know, I've done the dance with death twice. I don't. I enjoyed the movie of Man from La Mancha years ago, but I didn't. It was only after I did the dance with death and started thinking about things in my life, and all of a sudden it dawned on me. So Don Quixote is Miguel Cervantes. Well, I'm Don Quixote also. Miguel Cervantes knew that there's a benefit of coming close to dying, and that causes you to become alive. And I mean, if you haven't done the dance, you aren't going to get it. But trust those who have. I'm a different cat than I was before I did the dances and before I realized that I'd done the dances. And almost a year ago, and I haven't processed all of this yet, but I used to ride on my bicycle around the neighborhood, and there were 3 dogs that every time I'd be out, I would give them treats. And each time if I saw their owners, I'd say, sometime I need to get a dog, and told them about Ginger, who I had 50 years ago, 40 years ago. But sometime I'm going to get a dog. And one of them, her name is Maureen, who Maureen has a habit of not elaborating very much. I mean, if she wants to respond to something you say, she'll say it in 2 or 3 words. She does it all the time. She kept on saying, "Do it." And so I did it. And I found a breeder in Western Pennsylvania, in a place called Home, Pennsylvania, who had a litter of Irish setters. And contacted her and picked up my second Ginger a couple days before Christmas last year. Dancing with Death changed me. Going to Myanmar 4 years ago changed me. But Ginger also changed me. And I'm trying to process that. I mean, it haunts me why things happen and then why I'm so emotionally tied to that. You know, I teach online and I write all the time. And the other amount of time I spend is taking care of Ginger. And Ginger and I are buddies. We have fun together. We love our time together. And so I've written about this numerous times about you can go to the Social Security website and click on it, and it comes up and it has all sorts of links, and one of them has to do with longevity or actuarial tables on how long people tend to live actuarially, not the individual person, but on average. And there's a little computer on the keyboard on the web page, and you put your sex in, the date of birth, and click on it. Tell you on average, people who are your sex and your age, how much more time they will live. Mine was 12 and a half years. Irish setters live about 12 and a half years on average. And Ginger is a meaningful, I was going to say person in my life. And so I told in the previous essay, and I said it numerous times, about Dancing with Death changes you. It changes your Weltanschauung, your worldview. You act differently. Read that essay and look at the end of the essay for the picture of Ginger and me. So take care, and I appreciate your time.